REED-BBS. BBS. Blackberg Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.
REED-BBS. BBS. Read a article recently on BoxingScene.com titled "The Relitigation of Tyson Fury." Something about the relitigation of his heavyweight greatness or his title reign, something to that effect. And I kind of agreed with some of what I read. Like, we need to reassess. We need to reassess on the precipice of the May 18th rescheduled date with OLEKSANDR USYK. The fighting man. The big dosa. Your big dosa. The fighting man. Tyson Fury against Gappy Teeth. The ugly little man. Gappy Teeth. OLEKSANDR USYK. Yeah. There was even a report that right after Joshua's violent KO of Francis Ngannou, there was even reports that Usyk had become a slight betting favorite in their fight. Now, since then, Fury, he's put out some, there's been a picture of him circling. He's looking kind of svelte, especially for him. You know, Fury's always been a dad bod motherfucker. Didn't give one iota to how his body looked per se. But the picture I saw, for him, he looked pretty damn ripped. Instead of like the 270s where he was weighing for the Wilder fights. High 260s and 270s. I think he's under 250 now. Which will help his mobility. Fury's always had pretty good heavyweight mobility, especially for a 6'9" motherfucker. But it was helped by those pipe cleaner legs of his. But as he's gotten older, you know, against Wilder, he took a more flat-footed approach and whatnot. So he was moving less. And he should have moved a bit more into his advantage against Ngannou, which made for that awful fight, him getting dropped, him putting the fate of boxing at risk. You know, the fucking reigning lineal champion gets dropped on his ass in the very first actual live, legit boxing session of an MMA dude. Like, yeah. But, so Fury's felt the backlash of it and thus the relitigation of his heavyweight greatness. I mean, even his most prominent win, the Wilder wins, we have to reassess those on the heels of Wilder's dreadful loss to Joseph Parker. Like, damn, you lost to that guy? Shit, so beating Wilder doesn't even hit the same. It hit a little different now, as we say. So, yeah, man, Fury has to come in shape. It's sad he has to take backward steps to then go forward like he had the backward steps pre-Wilder. Hell, he beat Klitschko for the titles way back when, then fell off, got up to like 400 pounds, drug addiction, suicidal thoughts and shit, rebuilt himself, got to the point where he beat Wilder. You know, he's on top of the world again. And, just gets in his own way. So then you have this layup against Francis and you shit the bed. Did all but actually lose the fight. Hurt boxing's status, hurt boxing's feelings in the process. So then with the way Joshua treated and rescued boxing, the way he treated Ngannou, it just makes Fury look that much worse. Then you get cut over your eye and shit. You have to postpone this Usyk fight, which fewer and fewer people care about this fucking Usyk Fury fight. It's like it went from a somewhat anticipated fight. You know, we all want an undisputed heavyweight champion. It's for the greater good. However, this shit has been delayed and postponed, and you fought this guy and you look like shit, and he fought this guy, got dropped with a body shot by Daniel Dubois. You know, none of that makes this matchup compelling in any fucking way. And then you cut your eye. It's just, this fight has went from mildly anticipated to can you just hurry up and get this shit over with, please? Like, we want to see fights that will marinate and eventually actuate from Fury and Usyk finally throwing hands and getting it done, getting it over with. But yeah, just wanted to speak on the fighting man, the big Dosa, and the relitigation of his heavyweight greatness and reign. He's the best heavyweight of his era, but what he's showing is that this era really wasn't about shit. I mean, it's been entertaining. It's been fun to watch. But yeah, they're kind of playing hot potato and shit with these belts. And now Joshua, who looked done, now he's looking like he might be the man again. Yeah, it's just a mess. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.